Good morning, fans. This is your girl from Mel's Match Hat, and this is your official AEW Double or Nothing preview and predictions. How is everybody doing? Good morning. I just legitimately, like not too long ago, I'm like legitimately getting out of bed. I just ran to the grocery store today. Um, had an experience of that. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I'm going to share it with all of you today. And if you're in the New York area, please don't use the store that I'm going to say, because they have stalkers. I swear. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend. We had King of the Ring yesterday. If you want to go check out my review, it's on the channel. Please do me a favor. Also, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the bell for all notifications. So when I go live, upload a video, or do a short, you'll all know about it. Also, please do me a favor. Follow me on all social media, which is Facebook, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and X, all Mel's Match Chat. Please also follow me on Snapchat, which is Real Mel's Match Chat. You're going to get the go home shows, and then I'm going to give you my picks for the matches, and then I'm going to get you out of here. It's going to be painlessly simple today. I would like to get out of here. It's 10:13 in the morning. I'm exhausted. I went to bed really late last night, and my man is here, so I want to get through this. I will be back here at some point on Monday for the review. Look at my X. Please follow me there. And if you want to donate to the channel, my PayPal QR code is on my X. It's pinned to the top of my feed. It's on go to my profile, scan it, donate it, ask a question, give me I'll do a shout out or something, whatever the case may be. If it's derogatory or anything like that, I'm just gonna shout your name out. I'm not gonna, do the comment or whatever the case may be. So let's get this started. But before we do that, please do me a favor. Go check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Visit their website for all your beard essentials. You have graduation, confirmation, Father's Day, birthdays, and so on and so forth. Wouldn't you like to get somebody who has an obsession with their beard, the greatest product on the planet, which is Maestro Classics? They have some righteous merch, and they're doing some great things for the community. So I had to put my name to it. So go check out maestroclassics.com. Also, please do me a favor. If you want to murder your thirst and you need the artillery to kill it, please go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Visit their website for all your artillery to murder your thirst. You could get spring water, unflavored flavored salsa water, iced tea, and sports packs. They're a little package that you can just throw in any drink and make it a sports drink. So go check them out, liquiddeath.com. Also, if you're a coffee aficionado, just like I am, please go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Visit their website for all your coffee essentials, and you can sample the world's strongest coffee with the lowest acidic rate. And they have a very high level of caffeine, so be prepared. They also have righteous merch as well, and it goes hand in hand with Liquid Death and what is it called? Deathwish Coffee. Also, House of Glory. House of Glory had events this weekend, and I believe they're on Fight, now known as Thriller. Go check it out. War Within, Glory of War. Their next big event will be Mike Santana's Puerto Rican weekend, and they just announced that if I'm not mistaken, I gotta get the announcement. Hold on. why my phone is so slow today. In On Friday, July 26th, live for the NYC Arena. It's going to be high intensity. And guess who's making his way back? AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland for the time being, right now. But we all know that he's going to win this weekend. Sadly, he's not going to be in the main event, unfortunately. I would be highly shocked if he's in the main event. Highly doubt it. Highly fucking doubt it. Sorry, my phone decided to go off. So yeah, they high intensity 8 in July. We're gonna have Swerve Strickland back at HOG. So lots of big things are happening with that company, that promotion. And I'm a little cockeyed here today. So we're gonna go right into the go home shows. Then I'm gonna give you my picks, and then I'm getting you out of here. So let's get started with this. Dynamite was coming from the Mechanics Bank Arena in Bakersfield, California. We of course started out with Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay, and Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay versus the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions Mike Bennett and Matt Tavern from the Undisputed Era. I'm sorry, Undisputed fucking Kingdom. I'm sorry. Orange and Trent began to brawl on the outside, with Orange taking the fight to Trent. Will jumped over the top rope to Trent. Orange followed up with a tope on Trent too. The Undisputed Kingdom distracted the ref long enough for Roderick to nail Ospreay with a backbreaker. Roddy kicked Will in the face. Ospreay rallied back with a back body drop. Roderick and then tagged in Orange Cassidy. Roderick bashed Orange with a gutbuster on the top turnbuckle. Roderick pulped Orange with a backbreaker on the ring apron, and Trent speared Orange on the floor. Cassidy kicked Roddy and tagged out to Will. Trent grabbed a tag from Roddy. Ospreay connected with a flying forearm and then hit a flipping back elbow on Trent. And Roddy and Ospreay blocked a swinging DDT from Trent, but Trent fired back with a half and half suplex. Roddy battered Will with a repeated running forearms and then pancaked Will for a near fall. Ospreay powerbombed Roddy, and then Orange dropped an elbow from the top rope for a 2 count on Roddy. Orange drilled Trent with a DDT. Orange spiked Roddy with a DDT for a near fall. Fans chanted, "This is awesome. This is awesome." Tavern and Bennett distracted the ref. Roddy was looking for the end of Heartache on Orange, but Don Callis grabbed Orange's leg, preventing Roddy from completing the move. Warlow blindsided Will on the outside of the ring like a runaway bus. Trent connected with a big knee strike on Orange, and then Roderick finished off Orange at the end of Heartache. Roderick scored the pin on Orange with a big assist from Warlow. The Undisputed Kingdom held back Ospreay while Roderick smashed the championship belt into Will's head on the ramp. Trent applied the submission move on Orange. Roderick hit another backbreaker on bloody Will Ospreay. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson were backstage handing out photos of Darby Allin to security because they're barring him from the building. The EVP says Darby Allin is banned from the building tonight. Sanjay Dutt approached Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Matthew said that if Sadaman beats Brian tonight, it'll be good, but if he hurts Brian, it'll be better. No shit. I know you AEW elitists are going to kill me and fucking want to go for my head, but Triple H, I just watched this not too long ago. He said, we wanted to change the world. He said it first. All right. And they changed it. They completely changed it. Contracts, everything are completely different now. Young Bucks are saying that they want to kill the business. They're legitimately killing AEW. I mean, you can't refute that. It's hilarious that you think that these guys, I mean, they're great in the ring, but as a fucking owning or running a company, they're way, 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 way out of their league. See, Triple H learned from the old man, but from what he learned from the old man, not to do what the old man is doing. That's why NXT Black and Gold will always be the standard. That's how you run a wrestling promotion. That's how you run a wrestling brand. If you don't like that shit, then you could go fuck off. My playpen, my fucking show, my rules. And that's my whole fucking opinion. It's not even an opinion, it's a fact. It's a fact. And for you goddamn fucking AEW fucking morons out there that think that this is a good product, how I don't understand how fucking Tony Khan could go and fucking goddamn go to Warner Brothers Discovery and boast about this. Meanwhile, you've got fucking UFC, TKO, and WWE fucking now going 2 nights for SummerSlam. 2 nights. And if we're going to get the card where we think we're going to get the card, you are fucking going to blow fucking goddamn All In and All Out of the water combined. And I checked the other day. Double or Nothing is not even selling out. They're not even doing the T-Mobile Arena. They're doing the MGM Grand Arena because it's a smaller venue. Because they can't do the T-Mobile. I would have loved them to do the T-Mobile because then I would have told you guys that this is not working. One of their fucking, it's like almost their WrestleMania or SummerSlam, and they can't even sell this out. It's sad. It's so sad. And for the people that saying, "Oh, because I'm more prevalent to WWE," I've been watching AEW since day one. I've been following it. I've been, the biggest criticizer on it because of nobody seeing what I'm seeing. I've been watching wrestling far too long to not see these things. Moving on. Unified World Trios Champion, the Bang Bang Gang, Switchblade Jay White, and the Guns, Austin and Colton, came down to the ring for an in-ring promo. Jay White, the greatest 3-man tag team in the game is here. I think there might be one little special gold member walking around out there feeling confused and asking how he ended up in this situation. And that person is Pac. Pac, let me tell you, you made 3 mistakes. When you were strolling backstage, you run the other way. But you stood there and you looked us with that face. Mistake number 2, when we were handling business with Rocky Romero, you stuck your nose where it didn't belong. And mistake 3, you begged us to make you care. The bastard Pac appeared on the screen on the stage. Pac, I didn't provoke you. But gentlemen, 3-on-1, that's not exactly fair. So let me introduce you to my amigos. The lights went out. The Death Triangle appeared. Penta El Zito Miedo, Ray Phoenix, and Pac. Death Triangle ran into the ring and began to brawl with the Bang Bang Gang. Jay White and the Guns scattered. Pac, you think you're hard? This Sunday, Double or Nothing Unified Trios Champion. You think you're hard? Guess we'll find out. All right, how the hell are they getting a fucking trios match? This team hasn't even fucking goddamn been together all that from the beginning of the year until now. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense whatsoever. FTW three-way eliminator match. Hook versus the wrestler Katsuri Shibata, versus the bounty hunter Brian Keith. We all knew with this match who will be the first one eliminated. I would have made it a little bit more intriguing and have Hook actually pin Katsuri Shibata and then have, but we would have known after that who was going to win. So this was a really fucked up situation. So the winner will go to face FTW champion Chris Jericho at Double or Nothing for the title. FTW champion Learning Tree Chris Jericho was on commentary for this match. Big Bill accompanied Chris Jericho. Keith shoved Hook into Shibata. Hook came back with a judo throw. Hook suplexed Shibata, but Shibata stood up and dished out a suplex of his own. All three men deadlock here, said Excalibur. Hook attempted to apply the red rum on Brian Keith, but Keith headbutted Hook. Keith fired back with a diamond dust on Hook. Shibata cracked Keith with a BK kick. Shibata put Keith in a heel hook, but Hook applied the red rum to Keith. Keith tapped out to both men. Both Hook and Shibata were declared the victors. That was an interesting call, Jericho said. Two winners at double on a double submission makes my job a little harder. Double or Nothing, but I'm proud of you, Hook, for everything you learned from the Learning Tree and being part of the Jericho Vortex. Tony Schiavone said Tony Khan texted him and made it official on this Sunday at Double or Nothing. It will be a three-way match for the FTW Championship with Jericho defending against Hook and Shibata. Why are we having? I'm hoping that this is an eliminator match because if I'm hoping it's a three-way dance because there's a difference between a three-way dance and a triple threat. I'm hoping it's a three-way dance. That's old school ECW, and I'm not joking. Go back and look at there was a match between Taz and I believe RVD and somebody else that they were heading into their next pay-per-view, and they were on TNT. So go check all of that out. I don't know if they actually have every single episode of ECW, but it's not the one that was connected with WWE. This is the one before they got and hooked up with WWE. Don Callis' family, Alpha Konosuke Takesha versus Matt Sydal. Takesha battered Sydal to the mat. Takesha followed up with a brainbuster. Sydal countered with a Blue Thunderbomb attempt with a Hurricane Rana and a dropkick. Takesha fired back with a Blue Thunderbomb. Takesha knocked out Sydal with a forearm to the side of the face and pinned Sydal. That was some shot. Mox will have his hands full this Sunday at Double or Nothing, said Taz. After the match, Takesha continued to punish Sydal with a reverse German suplex. Takesha stomped Sydal. The IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley music began to play, and Mox came to the ring with a microphone. Moxley approached Takesha and bashed the microphone into Takesha's head. Moxley, I'll see you at Double or Nothing. The message has been delivered, said Excalibur. The Young Bucks was backstage. They saw AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland sitting in one of the EVP seats. They asked if they saw Darby Allin. Swerve crumbled a piece of paper and told him to hit his music because his match was up next. Taking a little page out of again, another ode to WWE. I mean, Jesus Christ, what is fucking goddamn the producer fucking watching Raw and SmackDown and fucking the PLEs? Like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Everybody loves that. We'll use it here. Come up with your fucking own ideas. Nick Wayne versus Swerve Strickland. Great match, but who do I care about this match? Absolutely fucking not. Nick Wayne tried playing my games, but Swerve said it'll be his father, and started to whip Wayne with his belt. Swerve dropkicked Wayne. Nick Wayne rammed Swerve's head into the exposed turnbuckle. Nick Wayne flipped out of the ring and spiked Swerve with a DDT. Swerve tattooed Nick Wayne with a kick. Swerve blocked a kick and countered with a jab to Wayne. Swerve planted Wayne on the edge of the ring. The landing was brutal on the apron, said Taz. Swerve hit the Swerve stomp on Nick Wayne on the arena floor. Swerve went for it again, but Wayne blocked it with a powerful up kick. Nick Wayne blasted Swerve with a thrust kick and then a code red for a near fall on Swerve. Swerve countered with a house call kick from Nick Wayne and backbreaker and transitioned it into a power slam. Swerve nearly decapitated Nick Wayne with the house call and then pinned Nick Wayne. Kill Switch added clubbed Swerve from behind, appearing out of nowhere. Christian Cage and Mother Wayne came down to the ring. Christian was checking on Nick, but Swerve knocked Kill Switch out of the ring. Swerve was seething with anger and chased after Christian Cage. Christian retreated to the backstage area. Then he carjacked an SUV. Christian Cage laughed and accelerated, but another SUV blocked Christian Cage, and it was Prince Nana. Swerve caught up with Christian Cage and pulled him out of the SUV. Swerve and Christian fought on top of the SUV. Swerve hit Christian with a DDT on top of the car. Prince Nana handed Swerve a steel chair. Christian ran away before Swerve could hit Christian Cage. Black and gold vibes. We had black and gold on I was about to say NXT, AEW. I really hate to keep saying this, but if it wasn't for NXT Black and Gold, you guys wouldn't have AEW. Think about that. Black kicked Kyle O'Reilly versus Malachi Black. Black kicked Kyle's legs out from beneath him. Kyle retaliated a roundhouse kick, but Black used a low sweep on Kyle. Black walloped Kyle with a rising knee strike. Kyle was dazed on the outside of the ring. Back in the ring, Black went for a brainbuster for Kyle, escaped with a knee to Black's head. Kyle splashed Black in the corner with a flying forearm dive. Kyle cracked Black with a snapping German suplex. Kyle went for an armbar. Black blocked it. Kyle transitioned to an ankle lock. Black dazed Kyle with a knee, then nailed Kyle with a brainbuster for a near fall. Kyle staggered Black with a forearm, but then Black knocked out Kyle with an end kick and pinned Kyle. Some important momentum for Malachi Black heading into Double or Nothing this Sunday, said Excalibur. After the match, red strobe lights began to flicker around the ring. A red light like liquid fell from the sky and drenched Malachi Black. Adam Copeland appeared on the screen above the ramp laughing. Adam Copeland, Malachi, be careful what you wish for. See you soon. AEW Women's World Champion Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May versus Saraya and Harley Cameron with Zach Knight. If you're wondering who Zach Knight is, it's Saraya's brother. Mariah May drop kicked Harley right in the face. Harley tagged Saraya in. Saraya pointed to Toni, calling her out. Toni entered the fray and exchanged forearms with Saraya. Mariah tagged in and Toni body slammed Mariah into Saraya. Toni tagged in again and body slammed Mariah into Saraya. Again, Mariah smashed Saraya with a running knee strike. Saraya played possum, drawing the ref's attention long enough for Harley to run in and attack Mariah. Tony Khan sent Excalibur a text message announced that 1 week from tonight, AEW Dynamite will be the return of the Casino Gauntlet match, and the winner will challenge for the AEW World Championship at Forbidden Door. Toni Storm, that could have been at the end. Right in the middle of a fucking goddamn match. Nobody was paying attention. Nobody. You do that at the end. Place your fucking announcements a little bit better, Tony. Toni drove down Harley with a headbutt. Toni planted Harley with a sky high, but Saraya broke up the pin attempt. Toni hit Storm Zero on Cameron for the win. The Professor, Serena Deeb, jumped into the ring and attacked Toni Storm from behind. Deeb spiked Storm in the head with the heel of her shoe. Deeb trapped Tony Storm under the chair and locked her in a half crab, and Storm tapped out. Do I give a shit? Do you think Tony Storm's going to lose? No, it's not. The Bang Bang Gang were backstage. The Bang Bang Gang said if the Death Triangle wanted a match for the titles at Double or Nothing, the Lucha Brothers will have to beat the Guns in a match on Sunday on Collision. So that's the whole fucking precipice. That's how we get that. Where are the rankings, people? Where are the rankings? Main event time. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson versus Saddam Singh. Danielson chopped at Saddam Singh with kicks with high boot, but a high boot from Saddam drove Danielson down to the mat. This reminded me fucking Daniel Bryan versus the Big Show. I guarantee Paul White is behind this fucking match through and through. Saddam clubbed Danielson with a massive chop. Saddam Singh stunned Danielson with a delayed vertical suplex. Danielson jumped off the apron with 2 consecutive knee strikes. Danielson charged at Saddam with a running kick. Danielson charged it again, but Saddam countered with a chokeslam onto the ring apron. This isn't a match. It's a hit, said Shivani. Saddam ripped a turnbuckle pad off as the ref was dealing with Sanjay Dutt, who had him distracted on the apron. Danielson kicked Saddam with a low blow. Danielson followed her up with a running knee strike. Danielson gouged Saddam in the eyes and kicked Saddam. Saddam smashed Danielson with a chop. Saddam hoisted Danielson, but Danielson transitioned into a hammer and anvil elbow strikes. Danielson applied the label lock, but Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Sanjay Dutt jumped into the ring to attack Danielson. The ref stopped the match due to outside interference. Danielson had Jarrett guitar, but Saddam punched right through it. Saddam splashed Danielson in the corner as Lethal and Jarrett held Danielson back. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson walked to the ring with an envelope filled with cash for Sanjay. Matthew and Nicholas grabbed Danielson and went for an EVP trigger, but Danielson escaped and dished out kicks and strikes to the Bucks. Okada walked onto the apron, and Danielson turned to his attention the Rainmaker. Jack Perry blindsided Danielson as Danielson was focused on Okada. There's just so much that Danielson can take after everything that has happened here, said Shivani. Okada chokes Danielson, and with the Rainmaker clothesline, the Elite pulled Danielson up the ramp to the top of the stage outside the arena. A vehicle pulled up. Darby Allin walked outside of the car and fist bumped Tony Khan, who was driving the car. So Tony Khan making a miraculously recovery. Oh my God. Darby walked into the arena onto the ramp with a flamethrower. Danielson threw Nicholas off the stage and sent him crashing through the table. If you thought this was crazy, wait till Sunday at Double or Nothing. Anarchy in the arena will be part of a triple main event, said Excalibur. And they're going to close the show. Fucking poor goddamn Swerve. Make the history. Make this. Make that. But guess what? The fucking Bucks need to have their ego stroked. Next Wednesday they will be at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, and we are going to go right into Rampage. Again, I will be going live with the review sometime Monday, because it's going to be like 12:30 by the time fucking we get out of here, and I would like to go to sleep right after Double or Nothing. I'm sorry, people. You'll get my fresh perspective on Monday. Okay. This was taped either before or after Dynamite. We start off with, for Rampage, Rocky Romero versus the Bastard Pack. Rocky took Pac down with a Hurricane Rana. Pac stunned Rocky out of nowhere with a moonsault to the outside. Pac wore Rocky down with a side headlock. Rocky got to his feet, and he and Pac exchanged strikes, both guys going for broke. Rocky hit a back heel kick and then a sliced bread for a near fall on Pac. Rocky struck Pac with a DDT, nearly bending Pac in half. Rocky rocketed outside the ring with a tope. Rocky pulled Pac back into the ring and covered him for a near fall. Pac avoided a charging Rocky and used Rocky's momentum counter with a German suplex. Pac applied the brutalizer and Rocky tapped out. The Lucha Brothers and Alex Abrahantes came out to help Pac celebrate and send a message to the Gun Club. Pac, Gun Club, whatever hoops you want us to jump through, no problem. These are the Lucha Brothers, the best tag team in the world. We'll see you at Collision. The Lucha Brothers calling out the Gun Club for tomorrow night on Collision, said Excalibur. Chris Jericho addressed the fans. Jericho, I just want to say at Double or Nothing, I will have 3-way match for the FTW title, which is for the world, and it'll be under the for the world rules, which means it'll be mayhem, and I can't wait to face Hook and Shibata at Double or Nothing. Shibata heard enough and charged down the ring ramp. Shibata and Big Bill brawled on the ramp, and Big Bill retreating. Hook snuck up through the crowd in the front row and grabbed Jericho, locking Jericho in the red room. This hurt my soul when I seen this. So we have Samoa Joe on Rampage. He was a former fucking world champion. Joe, if you get your fucking goddamn contract up, Papa H will welcome you back with open arms. I would love to see Gunta and fucking Samoa Joe take my money. Where's my gimmick card? Where's my gimmick card? Where's the gimmick card? Here's the gimmick card. Here, take my money. Take it. Take it all. Take it all. Thank you. Dom tried it. So Samoa Joe versus Dom Kubrick. Dom tried for a drop kick. Samoa Joe wiped him out with a big back elbow. Samoa Joe jabbed at Dom. Joe lit up Dom with a furious shot. Samoa Joe hoisted up Kubrick and planted him with a muscle buster in the center of the ring. Joe covered Kubrick and pinned him, making short work of this opponent. A dominant victory for Samoa Joe. Where does he go from here? We'll have to wait and find out, said Excalibur. Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy versus Roosh from LF. LFI. Okay, I can't say it. Sorry, not today, this morning. Not today. Roosh wasted no time and rammed Cassidy with the bullhorns twice. Roosh grabbed Cassidy and whipped him into the barricades. Roosh grabbed the camera cable and clobbered Cassidy with it. Roosh pulled Cassidy back into the ring, continued to toy with Cassidy. Cassidy tried to rally back with a tope. Cassidy planted Roosh for a 2 count. Cassidy climbed to the top and splashed Roosh with a swanton for a near fall. What a comeback, said Shivani. Roosh headbutted Cassidy and Cassidy crumbled to the mat. Roosh and Cassidy traded chops on the apron. Cassidy charged at Roosh, but Roosh used Cassidy's momentum and suplexed him from the apron and down onto the arena floor. Roosh finished Cassidy with a bull's horn and pinned Cassidy. Isaiah put up a hell of a fight tonight, but Roosh was just too much, said Excalibur. Main event time. Alex Windsor and Anna Jay versus the TBS champion Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. Statlander grabbed Windsor and body slammed her. Willow tagged in and hit a crossbody on Windsor. Willow followed up with a suplex. Willow hit the pounce on Windsor. Statlander tagged in and splashed Anna Jay with his standing moonsault press. Statlander took down Anna with a suplex. Anna Jay retaliated with a draping neck breaker across the ropes. Anna Jay rammed Chris into the steel ring steps. Windsor tagged in and rocked Chris with a knee strike. Windsor chopped Chris down and with kicks. Chris rallied back with a deadlift German suplex and tagged in Willow. Willow clobbered Anna Jay in the corner with a lariat. Willow planted Anna Jay with a spinebuster for a near fall. Anna nailed Willow with a jawbreaker. Willow went for a cannonball splash, but Anna dodged it. Windsor connected with a shutting wizard on Willow for a near fall. Statlander dropped Anna Jay with a high roundhouse kick. Willow finished off Windsor with a doctor bomb to score the pin for the victory. That's how you want to go into a pay-per-view, said Matt Menard. After the match, CEO Mercedes Moné charged at the ring. Chris grabbed Mercedes, but Mercedes escaped. Willow and Mercedes began to brawl with one another until security separated them. Mercedes grabbed the TBS championship and held it overhead while Stokely pulled Willow and Chris out of the ring, holding them back. I would be highly shocked if she doesn't win the title, because he did this with Kazuchika Okada. He's going to most likely do it with Ospreay and Monet. And I think that's good. If that happens, wait till I come on here tomorrow, sometime tomorrow afternoon. We are going to Collision. Collision. Collision was coming from the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, New York. Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh my God. I need sleep. I need more sleep, please. For the love of God. And this is where you know what? I'm going to look up how many seats does the MGM Grand. How many seats are available in the MGM Grand Arena?
These came back from a search.
17,000. How many seats are available in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada?
20,000 seats, according to T-Mobile Arena.
Only 3,000 more seats, and they can barely fill this. We started off with IWGP champion Jon Moxley came out to the ring. Callis, I have something important to say. John, I didn't come out here because of any trouble. And Don Callis was out there as well. I just wanted to talk about our history together. On my second night in this company, I cost Jon Moxley the world title. But John, you got your revenge. You literally got your pound of flesh. But I helped you pin Kenny Omega 2 months later. And on that night, without knowing it, you and I helped change the course of AEW. When I look in the mirror in the morning, I see the scar on my forehead. You put it there. For most people, that would be a deal breaker. But you and I are not like most people. Here's something a lot of people don't know. When I was in that ambulance that night, you opened the door, came in, you put your hand on my shoulder and said, "You're one of us now. Look in your eyes. I saw something." The worst kept secret in pro wrestling is you and I are a lot alike. We both see things, we both see everything, but we feel nothing. We are high functioning sociopaths. We got together. You beat Kenny Omega when you told me you're one of us now. You're right. I didn't have to help Takesha to beat our Omega. You fight Takesha tomorrow. I don't want this match to happen. Oh my God. So this match should not be happening at all. Because it doesn't make sense. AEW superstars should not be competing for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. All these matches with Jon Moxley should be non-titled. If you want to be a contender, you go over to New Japan and you fight their guys. It's simple as that. Because then it makes this title seems on the same level as the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And it's not. Not nowhere close. The IWGP Heavyweight Champion has more prestige than the fucking AEW World Championship. It's like the fucking goddamn 24/7 championship. Jon Moxley is more of a face than fucking Swerve. Make it make sense, Tony. Make it make sense. Imagine just once if we're pushing the same direction. No, Tony Khan couldn't stop us. We do what we want when we want. Imagine what could it be like. I'm one of you. You're one of me. You're not alone. You and I are the same. Let's use this segment to make an announcement. Tell me what we need to do to get this done, Jon Moxley. I just have one question. If you are going to trust each other, if you and I are going to trust one another, I'm going to need more of a commitment than that baby scar. So how about I put 24 more stitches in your big bald head right now? Takesha ambushed Moxley from behind. Takesha grabbed a steel chair, placed Moxley's arm between the chair. Takesha jumped off the turnbuckle and stomped Moxley's arm, which was sandwiched between the chairs. Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli sprinted to the ring, and Callis and Takesha retreated. So this is going to be the story. So this is the story. It's going to be Moxley's arm. Lance Archer and the Righteous, Dutch and Vincent, versus Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, and the Ace. Hiroshi Tanahashi makes his way back to AEW. Dutch and Claudio rammed into each other like two bolts. Dutch slammed Claudio with ease. Claudio fired back with big double stomp. Dutch to Dutch. Garcia and Vincent tagged in. Garcia kicked Vincent repeatedly in the corner. Garcia dropped Vincent on his back with a suplex. Garcia tagged and Tanahashi. Archer tagged in, but ate some forearms from Tanahashi. The Ace leveled Archer with a running forearm, but Archer came back with a big crossbody. Claudio grabbed Dutch and hurled him around the ring with a giant swing. Another cut. Archer cut him off, though. Claudio picked up Archer with a massive vertical suplex. Tanahashi climbed to the top turnbuckle, but Archer clipped him with a running knee strike. The Righteous double-teamed Tanahashi, and Vincent tried to cover Tanahashi, but Claudio broke up the pin attempt. Tanahashi dropped Vincent with a sling blade. Tanahashi finished off Vincent with a high fly flow from the top rope, pinned Vincent. Tanahashi Garcia celebrated by dancing after the match, but Claudio just walked off. So you mean to tell me one of the presidents of fucking New Japan is fucking dancing with fucking Daniel Garcia? And then you wonder why fucking this company is a joke. Great wrestling, horrible storylines, and horrible fucking angles. And this is why nobody watches Collision. Unified World Trios Champions, the Guns versus the Lucha Brothers. Brothers versus brothers. If the Lucha Brothers win tonight, the titles will be on the line tomorrow at the Bang Bang Gang versus the Death Trial match at Double or Nothing pre-show. 0 hour, whatever you want to fucking call it. The Lucha Brothers attempted a double thrust kick, but Guns ducked it, and the Lucha Brothers inadvertently kicked one another. The Guns double suplex Penta with Austin covering Penta for a near fall. Austin tied Penta's mask to the bottom rope, and Colton hit Penta while Austin distracted the referee. Ray Phoenix entered the fray and hit double cross body press from the top rope onto the guns. Ray splashed Colt for near fall. Ray went back up top, but Austin knocked him down. Austin smashed Ray Phoenix with a famouser, but Penta jumped to break up Austin's pin attempt. The Guns went for a 310 to Yuma, but the Lucha Brothers escaped. The Lucha Brothers set up Austin with a fear factor. Ray Phoenix stuffed Austin. Penta spiked Austin with and scored the pin. As a result, the Lucha Brothers tomorrow night will be the Bang Bang Gang defending the Unified World Trios Championships against the Death Triangle at Double or Nothing. FTW champion Chris Jericho had strong words for Shibata and Hook ahead of their match tonight. When Chris Jericho, the learning tree, you have to be willing to face all different types of opponents, said Jericho. The bounty hunter, Brian Keith, walked onto the set and interrupted Jericho. Keith said he may have missed his shot, but this wasn't the last Jericho has seen of him. Kyle O'Reilly versus KM. Blinked, it was over. Kyle had KM in a guillotine. KM stumbled backwards. Kyle quickly applied an armbar and forced KM to tap out. Impressive victory over Kyle for Kyle O'Reilly, said Nigel. Really? So we're not going to ignore all the fucking matches he had with his tag team partner in Bobby Fish, right? I swear to Jesus, this is getting more ridiculous. Yeah, Kyle, you're doing some great work. You left WWE and you left all that to go here and you got hurt. You come back and this is what they're giving you. I would love to see when Adam Cole comes back. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to be watching with eagle eyes. I am telling you, if they don't use him properly, I am telling you, Adam, please do me a favor. Call Uncle Paul. Tell him call up your father, Sean, the HBK, and say, Dad, you got to get me back in the company. They're not using me right. I thought I was going to go over there and everything was going to be peaches and cream, and I was just trying to leave the nest, but I want to come back home to the bosom of you and Uncle Paul. And of course, Aunt Stephanie, of course. And of course, Grandpa Nick and Grandpa Ari, you know. We heard from TBS champion Willow Nightingale ahead of her match against the CEO Mercedes Moné taking place tomorrow night at Double or Nothing. Willow walked out accompanied by Chris Statlander. Willow, feels great to be here on the 5th anniversary of All Elite Wrestling, and Collision is tonight on TBS. And you cannot have Collision on TBS without the face of TBS. But I am thinking about last night on Rampage, and somebody else put their hands on my TBS championship. Mercedes Moné has been here for about 2 months. I keep talking about how much I respect her, but we are past respect. Tomorrow, I'm going to wreck you. I know championships come and go, but I'll be damned if tomorrow I lose my championship, because for years I've been working towards my dream. I was nearly paralyzed. I broke my neck 5 years ago. Before I even got here. But now I get to live my dream as TBS champion. That was your dream? What about the title that Tony Storm is holding? That should be your dream. If I was in WWE or AEW, it would be the top title always, no matter what show I'm on. So Mercedes, I'm just getting started. You say I cannot beat you at 100%, but I know you cannot be at any percent, because last year I did just that. And tomorrow at Double or Nothing, I'm going to prove that the better woman is Willow Nightingale. And Miss Mercedes, you think you're the best fucking women's professional wrestler? No, not by a long shot. All right? Please do me the work of a Britt Baker, a Hikaru Shida, Serena Deeb. Do I need to keep going on? Bailey, Rhea Ripley. I mean, come on now. Lexi Nair was backstage to interview Trent Beretta. Trent, I've already said everything I could say about Orange Cassidy. Tomorrow night, I show the whole world something I've been already know for a long time. Rocky, remember, interrupted Trent. Rocky, I know we've talked for a while, but there's a lot of memories between you and me. You, me, OC, Chuck, and whatever happens tomorrow night, I hope we can put this behind us because we, more than best friends, we're like family. Trent, that's never going to happen. And don't ever interrupt me. 4-way tag team match. This is just a fucking way to get everybody on the show because they're in Las Vegas and they brought the entire fucking roster out there. I'm wondering the costs. I know Tony Khan's got an endless supply of money, but there's got to be a fucking budget. You can't keep spending money like this. Did they fly everybody out for Saudi Arabia? No. They flew people out for the SmackDown, and they flew people out for the show. For the SmackDown people that weren't on the show, they showed them on screen. They were there already. They weren't all going. They weren't going to leave on Saturday, and then the other people leave. They chartered a fucking plane, and everybody's going back to the United States. So we have the Acclaim, the Infantry, the House of Black, and the Gates of Agony. Brody and Toad, if you're wondering who these people are, the Acclaim, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, the Infantry, Sean Dean and Charlie Bravo, Buddy Matthews, Brody King from the House of Black, the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona. Brody and Toa started at one another. They collided in the center of the ring and traded forearms. Buddy grabbed the ropes, lowered them, and Toa tumbled out of the ring. Brody hit a tope and a crash landed into a pile of both teams on the outside. Buddy suplexed Max Caster for a 2 count. Buddy body slammed Caster, and Brody followed up with a big senton splash. The Infantry hit a double thrust kick on Buddy. The Infantry and Caster knocked Brody down with a triple thrust kick. The Infantry tried to slug Brody King down. They went for a double suplex, but Brody blocked it. Buddy and Brody wiped out the Infantry in the ring. Brody cannibalized Carly in the corner while Buddy dropkicked Carly. Buddy covered Carly and grabbed a pin for the victory. TNT champion, the rated R superstar Adam Copeland had a message for Malachi Black. Copeland, Malachi, you took one item that kept me tethered to this world. I've been walking this path before your balls dropped. You showed me that I need to go back to the pits from the outside looking in. You wanted this version of me that was the devil on one shoulder, but no angel to be found. It is fitting that this barbed wire cage match placed in the City of Lights. You said, if I lose, I bend the knee to join the House of Black. If they want to keep fucking goddamn Malachi Black, they're going to make him win. And this is the perfect way. If you want to fucking make do with Malachi before his contract is up, you're going to give him the fucking goddamn TNT title. Because if you don't, we're going to have the resurrection of Aleister Black. I would actually keep Malachi Black. That was the old man's vision. Malachi to bring him even Jesus. And please, Buddy Matthews, follow. Then you could be with mommy all the time you want. Can you imagine the force we'd be? our currency is nightmares. This is a horror story. Has it ever dawned on Malachi that if I use to get this closer to the house? What if I defeat you? The house joins me. Buddy and Brody know the devil that lives in my heart. I have known to be the master manipulator. You can ask Rhea. Of the house of blood. That is something that I could sink my teeth into. Question. So many questions. But Malachi, know this fact. When you see the evil in this man in a man's eyes, it's already too late. Mariah May versus Layla Hirsch. Mariah chopped Layla, fire backed with forearms, and then belly-to-belly suplex. Mariah rallied back with a shotgun dropkick. Layla went for a moonsault, but Mariah moved out of the way. Mariah blasted Layla with a pump kick and then a beautiful backdrop driver. Mariah went for a hip attack, but Layla dodged it and nailed Mariah with a German suplex. Mariah headbutted Layla and smashed her with a knee strike and then pinned Layla. You really think that she was going to lose? Lexi Nair was backstage with Professor Serena Deeb. Tomorrow night against Toni Storm in the biggest night of my career. Double or nothing, or what I like to call it, Deeb or nothing. Tony, I'm going to stretch you limb from limb, and it's been a long time coming. Tomorrow, I will finally become AEW Women's Champion. Timeless Toni Storm, more light. Time's up, Toni Storm. I swear FTR is getting fucking buried. I feel so bad for them. But they keep fucking backing AEW and not fucking saying, you know what? This is bullshit. You keep fucking taking for the bucks. This is what some person keeps saying, that he was right all along. When FTR's contract, please, we need the revival of the revival. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and FTR versus Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Saddam Singh. And you wonder why I don't fucking care about Collision. Jarrett took down Danielson with an arm drag. Lethal tagged in. Danielson leveled Lethal with a kick to spin. Dax grabbed a tag, and he and Cash worked Lethal over in the corner. Cash battered Lethal with punches and then an atomic drop. Saddam grabbed Cash by the throat and dropped him across the top rope. Saddam walloped Cash with a gigantic chop to the chest. Dax tagged in and cleaned house with Lethal and Jarrett. Dax rolled up Lethal with a small package for near fall. Saddam entered the match. He palmed Dax hardwood by the throat and bounced him off the mat repeatedly. Saddam put a claw on Dax. Cash jumped in to make the save, but Saddam threw Cash out of the ring. Danielson took the fight to Jarrett with strikes and kicks. Danielson followed up with a running lariat. Danielson put Jarrett in the label lock, but Lethal ran into the ring to break up the move. Cash and Danielson wiped out Jarrett and Lethal with topes. Saddam charged at Dax. Dax moved and Saddam collided with a ring post. Back in the ring, FTR and Danielson surrounded Saddam. All three of them took turns kicking Saddam. Dax and Cash nailed Saddam with a FTR trigger. Jarrett tried for the stroke, but Danielson blocked it. Karen Jarrett slid the guitar to Jarrett. The ref saw it and took the guitar back. Karen and the ref were arguing. As the ref was distracted, Sanjay slid a chair to Jeff. Jeff went to hit Danielson with the chair, but Danielson moved. And Jeff accidentally hit Saddam. Danielson rocked Jeff Jarrett with a knee strike. FTR crushed Lethal with a shatter machine, covered Jarrett, and pinned him. Cash. 2020, FTR made their debut. AEW 4 years ago at that very moment, AEW became our home. AEW is where we will live, breathe, and die. Everybody, wrestling fans, are better off because of AEW. wrestlers are better off because of AEW. The entire wrestling world is better off because of All Elite Wrestling. The three of us, as Darby might limp into it tomorrow night, but we're the only four walking out of the match. Oh my God, how much did fucking Tony pay you for that? Talking about fucking goddamn having the shit come up more and more. Dax, a lot of people ask why we're fighting for AEW. We were fighting for every single man, woman who goes to work, has a terrible day at their job, flips on AEW for one moment in time, flips on AEW for that moment in time, all your problems are gone. That's why I'm fighting for. That's what I'm fighting for. And if we die tomorrow at Anarchy in the Arena, one more time, we get to be your heroes. Top guys out. So Dynamite will be coming from the Kier Forum in Los Angeles. Now let's do the picks. I need the entire card for AEW Double or Nothing 2024.
Here's what I found on the web.
Okay. And this is no particular order. I'm just going to give you my pick. So the Anarchy in the Arena, the Elite versus Team AEW. I am picking AEW, Team AEW. Women's World Championship match, Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb. Toni Storm will be retaining. AEW TBS Championship match, Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné will be the new champion. AEW International Championship match, Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay will be picking up the new and becoming the new champion. TNT Championship barbed wire steel cage match, Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black. If Tony Khan was smart enough, he would put it on Malachi Black. IWG World Heavyweight Championship eliminator match, Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita. Jon Moxley is going to win. FTW Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Hook versus Katsuri Shibata. Hook will be getting that title back. If not, Hook should be going to NXT. Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy. I would actually like to see Trent Beretta win. Will he? No, because fucking Tony Khan likes Orange Cassidy. Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa, a buy-in match. Thunder Rosa is going to win. The Acclaim and Daddy Ass versus Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony, buy-in match. The Acclaim and Daddy Ass. And we can't forget about the trios match. The Death Triangle versus the Bang Bang Gang. I'm picking the Triangle to win. So that is it. Let me just double check because that was like 35 minutes ago. Just double check. So that is it. Those are my picks. And that is the show. Please do me a favor. Go like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications. So when I go live, upload a video, or do a short, you will know about it. I will be live at some time tomorrow with the review of Double or Nothing. Also, please go follow me on all my social media at Mel's Match Hat on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, X. Also, I'm on Cameo. keep freaking forgetting about Cameo. I'm on Cameo as well. Also, please go check out my Snapchat, Real Mel's Matt Chat. And if you want to donate to the podcast, please go check my X account, scan the QR code, and donate whatever you feel that is necessary. Also, please go check out the rest of the content. It's loaded with content, including yesterday's review of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Also, please go check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Go check out Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. And go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net, House of Glory. If you want to keep up to date on what's going on and all the announcements, follow them on their social media. I, again, will be back here tomorrow at some point. You have a great Sunday. Enjoy and please drink responsibly. Show has ended. I'm at this point, I'm going to share this story about the supermarket situation tomorrow, because I really would like to get done for the morning. So look forward to that tomorrow. So I love you all and have a great weekend. See you tomorrow. Bye.